I'd love to practice Qigong, but I just cannot find the time. I'm so busy. I wish I had more time to practice Qigong. It would be really great if I could build this into my daily routine, but I just don't have the time. There's too much going on. Are any of these phrases sounding familiar to you? This is something that I hear over and over again, and I really do understand how you feel, because I feel like that sometimes myself. I think the thing with finding the time to practice Qigong and to practice a Qigong routine is actually making a dedicated time and putting that time aside, even if it's only 5 minutes, to do something regularly every day. So this is the subject of today's video. It's really all about how to form a Qigong routine and make it part of your day-to-day practice where it's not sucking up loads of your time. My name is Janice Tucker and I'm a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine and medical Qigong. I'm also the founder of the Space to Relax online program of Qigong video lessons. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button to sign up and join the channel so that you get more regular videos like this, giving you helpful Qigong tips and health tips to help things along for yourselves. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is really how to form a Qigong routine. And there are a number of different elements which go into this. So it's not just a case of making the decision, because we've all done things where we make the decision and intend fully to carry out our best intentions, and then nothing actually happens. We might start and keep going for a few days, and then everything just falls by the wayside because life gets in the way. So I'm going to give you a few tips today about how to integrate the Qigong into your day and try and get a routine going for yourselves. And if you try a few of these things, then hopefully this will help you to establish that regular Qigong routine. So I'm just going to read these out to you because I don't want to miss one. So I'm just going to give you the tips as we go along now. So the first thing is, what is really helpful for you is to just find a way to integrate Qigong into your day. So you're not putting time aside, you don't have to. So something like the abdominal breathing, which is the first lesson in the free Qigong video series, which I'll tell you about later. That is a really easy thing to integrate into your day. You can do it when you're driving, when you're standing in a queue, when you're watching TV, when you're walking. So your Qigong is done if you can integrate it into your day. So that would be really helpful for those of you who are just so busy that there's stuff going on for the whole time. So another way you can work with this is to actually work with making the decision. Make the decision to practice Qigong on a regular basis. If you decide and you're saying to me, you're talking to me on the video now and saying, I can't possibly do that, I'm far too busy. You are precisely the person who needs to do Qigong on a regular basis. And the reason for that is that once you start to practice Qigong, what happens is your mind becomes much clearer and much more focused. So instead of being so busy running around like a headless chicken, you can get everything done in your day and actually save more time. You become much more efficient at what you're doing. So if you are the busy person who's watching this right now, who's actually found the time to watch this, congratulations. And this may just be the start of freeing up a little bit more time for yourself by becoming more efficient at what you do because your mind is much more focused from Qigong practice. And that only has to be 5 minutes a day. Another great way to motivate yourself to form and establish a Qigong routine is to ask yourself why you want to do it. What's your reason for wanting to practice Qigong? Because we all have great intentions, but when you go below that and really start to question yourself and ask yourself, well, why do I actually want to do this? Ask yourself, what is your struggle right now? What is your motivation for wanting to practice Qigong? Is it simply that you want to be healthier and you feel great already, you just want to be healthier? Or is it that you have something going on that you really don't want in your life? You maybe feel exhausted or tired, or you might have a health problem going on and you want to address that specifically. by regular Qigong practice. My tip to you is to actually sit down and maybe even take a piece of paper now, pause this video, take a piece of paper and a pen and sit down and write down why you want to practice Qigong. What is it that Qigong will help you to overcome by practicing it? What benefits will it give you? And this can be a really powerful motivating factor if you're having a day where you just can't be bothered. So have that list, write it down somewhere, have it and put it somewhere so that when you don't feel like practicing Qigong, just have a look at the list and think, this is why I'm doing this. This is where this is going to bring me. And use that as your impetus to move forward with your practice. Another fabulous tip I have for you is to choose a great location for practicing Qigong. So if you are putting any time aside, or even if you're integrating Qigong into your day, choose a really great place in nature. So this doesn't have to be a fantastic beach or a forest, although obviously that would be really good. But if you live in a city, for example, choose somewhere where there is nature around you. So maybe go to a park or an area where there are lots of trees. Go to somewhere where it's your, maybe your favorite place. It could be a built up area. It could be an area of really nice buildings or sitting by a canal or a river in the city. So choose a place that makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel good, because then obviously it will be much easier to practice Qigong somewhere like that rather than in an area that you don't feel comfortable in. The last tip I want to give you is that you can best benefit from establishing a regular Qigong routine by really putting a certain time of day aside for practice each day. Now, for most people, this tends to be first thing in the morning. So for those of you who've got young children or have a really kind of full-on busy day, as soon as you get out of bed in the morning, just get up 5 minutes earlier. And that will give you the 5 minutes to practice your Qigong. Then it's done for the day and you're not thinking about it or thinking you're never going to get it done at all in the whole of the day. So just practice first thing in the morning. It's like getting up and brushing your teeth. You just do it. But for some of you, it may work out that, again, for those of you with young children, it might work out that the best time to practice Qigong is once you've put them to bed at night, once they're asleep. So find a time where there is a gap in your day, if at all, even for 5 minutes, and try and make it the same time every day that you practice. And then you'll almost kind of train yourself into getting the hang of practicing at that time of day, and it becomes much easier that way. So just to summarize then, in order to establish a Qigong routine more easily, firstly, you need to decide to do it. Secondly, think about your why and write that down. Keep it somewhere so you can remind yourself when you don't feel like practicing. Thirdly, choose a location that you love, that's a lovely surroundings, and somewhere that's obviously kind of quite close to where you live, so it's not an inconvenient place for you to get to. And fourthly, choose the same time every day to practice if you can. And once you start to see the benefits of Qigong practice, then this will help motivate you even more. And so it does become easier and easier once you get into the habit. But it's like any habit, it just takes a while to form it, and then once it's there, it's kind of more difficult to get rid of. So hopefully that will happen to you, so you form a Qigong habit that you do for the rest of your life. So to get you started, what I suggest you do is head over to my homepage, which is spacetorelax.com, and there you can sign up for a free 3-part video series of Qigong lessons, which will be sent to your email over the course of around a week or so. And just remember to check your junk or promotions folder once you sign up for that series. So that'll get you into the swing of starting to make a Qigong routine for yourself. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe by clicking the red button, and then you'll get future videos like this, which will really help you with your Qigong practice. And the last thing is that, again, from a motivation point of view, it's always better to be part of a community. So why not head over to Facebook and join our Space to Relax free group, which is a support group for other people who are practicing Qigong and meditation. And in that group, I answer all of your questions and post lots of interesting articles just to keep you G'd up and motivated in your Qigong practice. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like and share it around your friends. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.